Okay, let's do this. Apple just dropped its latest batch of hardware, and we're going to break down whether your wallet should be hiding in fear. This is your super fast guide to Apple's 2025 launch.
So this is really the heart of it, right? Did Apple just give us a true game changer, or is it the same old phone, just skinnier with a fatter price tag? Let's dig in.
All right, first things first, let's just run through what they actually showed off, the whole harvest, so to speak. So we're looking at the new iPhone 17 lineup. And yeah, that includes a crazy thin new Air model. Then you've got the whole Apple Watch family, Series 11, the SE, the Ultra, all getting smarter. And of course, the AirPods Pro 3 are here.
Okay, let's kick things off with the star of the show, the brand new iPhone Air. You know Apple's obsession with making things thinner? Well, they've really leaned into it this time.
And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, the iPhone Air feels like it's a piece of design first and a phone second. We're talking so light, you could probably lose it in your pocket and not even notice.
So just how thin is it? We're talking 5.6 millimeters. That is, by far, the thinnest iPhone ever made. It's one of those things that's honestly a little hard to wrap your head around until you actually hold it.
But look, being this thin comes with trade-offs. So what are you actually getting? Well, you get that incredible ultra-thin design, a super smooth ProMotion display, and that tougher ceramic Shield 2 glass. The catch? You're still dealing with a camera bump, and yeah, that price tag. A cool $999 to start. Turns out, less phone costs more money.
All right, so if you're someone who's like, forget thin, I want a better camera, then you're going to want to pay attention to the iPhone 17 Pro. This is where things got a huge upgrade.
Get this, an 8x optical quality zoom. That is a massive number for an iPhone. It's the longest zoom they've ever put in a phone, period. You can get crazy close to your subject without taking a single step.
And for the pros, I mean the really serious video shooters, they've added ProRes RAW capture and even Genlock support. Now, let's be real, this is for that tiny fraction of people who are actually shooting a feature film on their iPhone. But hey, for that 1%, this is absolutely huge.
Okay, let's shift gears to wearables. And the theme here is pretty obvious, right? The Apple Watch and AirPods, they're not just accessories anymore. They're becoming full-on health trackers.
The big headline feature for the new Apple Watches, both the Series 11 and the Ultra 3, is hypertension notifications. Basically, your watch will now passively keep an eye out for signs of chronic high blood pressure. And that's a really big deal.
So, put simply, your watch is now designed to detect what they call the silent killer. And you don't have to do anything. It just works in the background, which is honestly an incredible, maybe even life-saving piece of tech to have on your wrist.
And if you're more of an adventurer, the Tough as Nails Watch Ultra 3 gets a killer new feature, two-way satellite messaging. This means that even when you have 0 bars, like completely off the grid, you can still get a message out. Pretty cool.
And let's not forget the ears. The AirPods Pro 3 got a major overhaul with 3 key upgrades. First, the noise cancellation is apparently up to twice as good. Second, they can now sense your heart rate, basically turning them into a tiny fitness tracker for your ear. And third, live translation, which sounds pretty wild.
So that's the rundown of all the new stuff, which brings us to the most important question of all. Should you actually go out and buy any of it?
As you'd expect, the reactions are all over the place. On one side, you have people super excited about that super thin iPhone Air design and the new watch features. But on the other side, a lot of the tech press and Wall Street are kind of shrugging, calling it predictable, and pointing to that classic Apple tax.
Okay, so let's make this simple. Who should actually upgrade? Well, if your current phone is more than 3 years old, then yeah, this is a no-brainer. Go for it. You'll feel a huge difference. If your phone is only a year or 2 old, it's more of a maybe. Like, you'd have to really want that thin Air design or the Pro zoom. For you creators out there, the Pro models are definitely worth a look for that camera alone. And if you're watching your budget, honestly, just wait for a sale or maybe grab one of last year's models for a better deal.
And hey, a really important note for everyone watching in India. The prices we've talked about are based on the US launch. So please, make sure you double-check the official local pricing, see what the carriers are offering, and definitely look into trade-in deals to bring that cost down. So, we're back where we started. Awe-dropping or yawn-dropping? What's your final verdict? Is the new iPhone Air calling your name, or are you sitting this one out? Let me know what your plan is down in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.